here today talking with Lanette. And Lanette was one of our Lunch with the Legend. And can you tell us a little bit what you spoke about today?
Basically, the beginning of a director's career, starting a music video, which is great. It's something that I've been involved in quite some time. And how important it is for young directors to start at on any level, but basically music videos, because they're short films in their own right. They have budgets, they're commissioned by a label, they have the same type of guidelines and responsibilities and calendar due dates and all of that, as well as being extremely creative. And so how this is a really nice beginning ground for the directors to start their career, whether it's in television, films, documentaries, commercials, or everything.
You gotta get your feet wet, right? You gotta walk, or crawl before you walk, kind of a thing. Mm-hmm. Now, with today's technology, I mean, a lot of people are doing music videos like on their iPhone, and it's just kind of crazy what you can do with the phone. What are your thoughts on that?
I love it. I think that I think that now is a time where young directors they don't have one hand tied behind their back with not having the equipment. You know, you always have to find someone that has a camera, has a mic, has the lights, they have everything they can do. But it also, on the other hand, does make it difficult for artists to actually really get down and dirty when it comes to doing a storyboard, scripting things out properly, because they'll just overshoot, and they're not really sticking to script. So, I mean, there's pros and cons to both, but I think it's great, and it allows people that don't have a lot of budget or money or access to equipment to create.
There's so much talent, right? And not everybody has the budgets. Not everybody has the financial backing. Not everybody can go to a school. So having this, the pros and cons, yes, but having this opportunity that you can literally just take your phone and make something of it. And you get to see that rawness come out, which I think is a beautiful thing. It's the same thing with music, like right now everybody's can do anything on a phone, but like when you hear someone live and they're just raw talented, that is the most amazing experience, I think, to watch and witness. What would be something that you would recommend to those that are out there that they want to get started, they don't know who to talk to or where to go, they can't really quite get into the schooling, but what would you recommend their steps to be besides just getting into music videos, but what's the first step before that?
Well, going back to what you originally said, what I do like, a lot of times it also not only is it someone who, there is a creator, an artist that would like to, a filmmaker that would like to do a music video or commercial or short film, and then they need to find the equipment. But it also is the same when it has to do with the musician as well, because a musician, a lot of the times, they do come up with the idea. They write the song, they know what they're visualizing when they're creating that music and the song and what messaging they're trying to get out. So to try to find a director to visually match that is really, really hard. So I think that this is also great for musicians and artists as well, so they can communicate their language through visuals as well as music and their lyrics. And with what you said and answering that question, I would start with just playing around, having fun, trying to watch as many films as you possibly can, music videos, commercials, anything visual that inspires you, and take that inspiration and with whatever it is that you have, create that, put it to music, put it to a blanket of music, your own music, whatever it is that you would like to do, whatever, sometimes you just need, like Koyana Scott's, he's an amazing film that I saw in the 80s, which is 90 minutes of time-lapse footage that with just music soundtrack by Phillips, and it was incredible. And then after 90 minutes you realize I haven't even heard any dialogue, there's no narrative, it was just a lot of beautiful images. Right. So I think just starting and just like baby steps, picking up a camera, film,
it's with anything. Any creative, bad art turns into good art after a while, because your practice makes perfect. And I know people say, don't say that perfect.
Gives you confidence.
Right. So I love that. Well, tell us a little bit, what are your hopes and dreams for SCIFF?
Well, this is the third year, so I'm excited to be a part of it, and everyone here has been so warm and welcoming, and it's amazing too that I see so many people have flown in from different states for this, and really supportive community. So I think it's going to continue to grow and get more and more. Well, I think it's going to get bigger and bigger every year. with more films and more music, and there's just so many categories of things.
Not all film festivals include music or comedy.
And
or
art. The
even
comedy is
art.
fantastic. That's what I was trying to find. Yeah, because it was the comedy that really stood out to me that I thought was great.
Because it's art, you know, and I think there's so many forms of art that we haven't even touched yet. So I think it's great. I think next year's, you know, the Big Five, and that's exciting for Lisa, and I hope to see it just really take off next year. Really
I think it will.
Yeah.
She's
Are you coming
everyone.
back?
Yes, I'd love to.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Was there anything that you would like to tell our viewers, how to reach you, or how to find more of your work, or just, you know, is there anything, any little points of advice that you'd like to give?
I say if you're a filmmaker or a musician and an artist, just keep at it. Make a community, build a community, be a part of community, and support each other's art and each other's work. And when you get to be an attendee or participate on any level, even as a volunteer to work the door or anything it is, interview, whatever it may be in your local film community and film festivals, get involved in it. The South by Southwest, anything like that that's giving back to the community and honoring through arts, I think is important.
I love that. Well, thank you so much for taking a few moments to talk to me.
Yes, thank you.
Hope to see you next year.
Bye.